Hey guys, I'm in Arkansas at one of my favorite state parks in northwest Arkansas, and I came out here for the weekend to get into a natural environment and just kind of get a little bit of downtime, a little quiet time, and to prep for my order books opening, which happens tomorrow, Saturday, March 2nd, 2019. And I just wanted to give you kind of a quick update as to sort of where things are with Meandering Maker, and just kind of let you know what's ahead. So 2018 was a huge year, I officially started the business on January 1st of 2018, and the year was explosive thanks to you guys. Tons of exposure, tons of interest. We got gear in the hands of a lot of great people, got so much great feedback, and got a lot of different pieces of gear kind of out the door. And so what we ended up with was a product line that is just a few packs and then some accessories. So this is the day pack, as you might know. This is just a smaller pack for day trips, maybe an overnighter. And then there's the 3-day pack, which is larger pack, meant for sort of longer excursions. And then the Algonquin, and I just came up with that last year for my trip to Algonquin Park. It's 65 liters, it's a giant. So those are the 3 packs. And then there's the Saw Axe Bag, as I think you guys are familiar with. The Canteen Carrier, which is new. I haven't done a video on that. I will, but so that's brand new. Only a few people have those, and there's been a lot of interest in those. So those are kind of a permanent part of the line. And then some accessories that haven't been on the site before that are going to be on the site that you can order alone or with other stuff. Specifically, the carrying strap that I make for. So this goes with haversacks. And this also goes with the Canteen Carrier. So if you lose yours or you want an extra one, these are about 70 inches long altogether. And so I'm going to offer these as a separate piece that you can order, as well as the buckskin shoulder pads that go with haversacks and Canteen Carriers. So anyway, you can go on the site and check out all that stuff. But I wanted to talk about how the books are going to work, at least in the short term. So what I've been trying to do is kind of figure out the balance between spending time getting things in inventory and how much time that takes and how much effort that takes versus letting people order things but knowing they're going to have to wait a long time. 2018 happened so fast and there were so many orders that people ended up waiting longer than I told them they were going to wait. And everybody was really cool, and we got all the 2018 orders out the door. But I really like to set expectations. It's really important. I think you guys know, with makers of all kinds, cottage industries, we don't have 60 people working in a warehouse. It's just a few of us, or just one of us and some family members. So it takes time. And so I thought about just kind of putting the whole thing on hold and putting a lot of stuff in inventory. So spending time building packs, building pouches, building haversacks, and then putting stuff up on the site and saying, hey, these are available on the site, go buy them, and then you can get them immediately. And I would like to do that. That is ultimately the goal. The goal is that you can see something that you like, you can go on the site and you can order it, just like we all like to do in the rest of our shopping lives. But that's just not realistic given the amount of work that goes into, especially packs, and certainly 3-day packs, complicated things like that. So I didn't want everyone to have to wait. And I felt like if I set really reasonable expectations, then, and you knew what you were getting into, then, you know, wait time would not be so bad. I've certainly waited for gear for a long time. I've waited for 6 months to a year for gear. And I was happy to do it if I knew that was going to be the case. And certainly with something like a pack, you're going to use it forever. So, you know, you might wait a little bit, but I think it'll be worth it. So, so what I'm going to do is when I open the order books tomorrow, everything is going to be available for order. And that's everything from pouches to haversacks to Canteen Carriers, all the packs, all the accessories, bedroll straps, everything. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cap on how many you can order. So I think all the packs are going to be 20 or 30 is the total number. So I'm going to just allow people to come on. First 20 people that order a pack, then it shuts down, and then nobody else can order until we get those into production. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do on the limits for saw bags and that kind of stuff, so I guess we'll all find out tomorrow. So it's one of the reasons I'm out here thinking about this. But the lead times are going to be different. So for example, for packs, lead time is 6 months. It's possible we beat that and we knock through these, and I've talked a lot on Instagram about my process and refining my process. I'm constantly doing that. I've got it really down to a science, so we can move faster, but I want to set really conservative expectations. So if you're thinking it's going to be 6 months and you get it in 3 or 4, cool, high five. But if not, you're not like, I thought it was going to be 12 weeks. So all packs, the day pack, the 3-day pack, and the Algonquin will all be a 6-month lead time, is kind of what the baseline I'm setting. Saw bags and canteen carriers, I think I'm going to put a 2 to 3 month lead time on those. They're certainly not as complex as a pack, and we can move them out really quickly. But when we're first kind of doing this this big production run, this is kind of a new way to do it. Again, I want to set reasonable expectations. This website will say what the lead times are, so you'll know. But that's what I'm thinking is 2 to 3 months. Haversacks, I think about the same thing, maybe 2 months. Those are a lot quicker to put together, as you can imagine. We've got a really good assembly line for those, so hopefully the lead time for those will be shorter. And then for pouches, I'm thinking about 4 weeks. And pouches specifically are one of the things we're trying really hard to get into inventory as quickly as possible, because I know that people love to order sets of pouches when they're ordering packs. Makes perfect sense. So that's one of those things that we can just kind of always be building, always be working on, putting those in inventory. So, but in the meantime, I wanted to let you guys at least get in and order them, because I know some people have been wanting to order those too. Bedroll straps, carrying straps, and bedroll harnesses, all the kind of just the leather stuff. You can order that anytime. We just make those to order when we get the order. We've got straps and straps of leather around the shop all the time, so we just build those and send them out. It's usually 2 or 3 days, so you can order those anytime. You can, of course, order those with your pack, and if you want them to come along with your pack order, we can hold on to it, or we can send it along with your order, or we can send it along beforehand, so it's up to you. So that's how things are going to roll, at least in the first 3 to 6 months. This year is really a year of trying new processes, trying to get consistency, try to keep the quality, because obviously that's vitally important, and get gear out to you guys as quickly as humanly possible without killing me and my family. And I think there's a balance. I think we can work together to get the right balance. But know that we are constantly trying to figure out how to do this faster while keeping quality on point, and just kind of keeping the production line rolling. That is also, by the way, why I have been fighting everybody off with a pitchfork who's asking me about custom stuff. Customizations to packs, or a custom order of some kind. I've just said no to all of it. I really like working on custom stuff, but everything that I do that takes me away from working on refining the process, refining the product, refining the materials, takes us that further away from being able to get gear to you guys faster. And I want to focus on what I think is a pretty broad product line already before doing much else. Now, I can tell you that modifications to these packs and all of this stuff will continue to happen. That's constant. It's ongoing. I get feedback from people. I'm constantly making adjustments and making updates. So that will happen for as long as I live, and as long as there's a Meandering Maker brand. So you might see some things that change and grow, and you might see something new come out. But and if you have an idea, let me know. I always want to hear ideas. I always want to answer questions. That's how we get to better stuff, because everybody's got new ideas and new perspectives. So don't be afraid to bring me an idea and say, hey, I kind of was doing this, and what about this? Just don't be surprised if I say, great, I'll put it on the list, as opposed to, yes, I can build it into your next pack. So, so that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So today's Friday, March 1st. Tomorrow, March 2nd, if you're reading this after March 2nd, and you're looking for some gear, I hope you got it. And if not, I hope you'll hang with me while we get everything else kind of rolling. Also, real quick, the idea is that once we get close to shipping a particular set, so say day packs, right, and we take 6 months to do those, and we're about a month away from shipping them, we're getting really close, then we'll open the books back up. So we're not just going to shut it down and then see you in 2 years. We're going to work as quickly as we can and then get the order books back up so that we can continue to allow people to order and order and order, and hopefully eventually we'll get faster and faster, so you won't wait 6 months for the order books to open. So it's all a grand experiment, but really psyched, guys. Just can't thank you all enough for all the support, how much you're digging Meandering Maker gear. I'm certainly psyched. Yeah, 2018 was a great year. 2019 is going to be a great year. So if you have any questions, again, ideas, hit me up. I'm on Instagram, Meandering Maker. I'm on Facebook a little bit. And you can send me a message through Messenger on my website, but Instagram is really the quickest way to get a hold of me and see what's going on. So thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow morning for the book's opening. And yeah, thanks.